Hello YouTube, this is Retta. How's everybody going today? One of my subscribers asked me to do a reading on George Webb and I thought about it. Spirit wants me to do one. Usually I wouldn't, but I think there's some information that needs to be known. I have to stop putting them in this box. Hold on. Sorry. I should have had these all out. Who knew that this box is trying to keep... I'm surprised it wanted to use this deck for George. I was trying to get one of those newer decks that I had out. But as soon as I thought of George Webb, this deck wanted to be used. So I hope everybody's doing well today. I've been having a headache for the last few days, so but I wanted to get this, video out and see what's going on with George Webb. For those who don't know who George Webb is, he is he's been basically an investigator journalist on all things like the Clinton Foundations, the Iwan brothers, and so forth. And he's been tracking the dirty deeds and stuff. So, I know he had I think he had a legal problem that came up while he was investigating. But now I think he's in Washington, D.C. I think he's in Washington right now. I'm not sure. Don't get me to lying. I haven't watched his videos in a couple of weeks. I think I seen one. I seen one the other day. Some update. And I think he said he was in Washington, D.C. So one of my subscribers wanted to know... wanted me to do a reading on him. I don't know what's going to come up. I'm hoping that, things go well for him. And he stays healthy and... Okay. So what I'm going to do is, for some reason, I just feel like... going down. Usually I do one card at a time. But for some reason, I just feel like going with it. So we'll see how this goes. Sorry about my mess. I got cards everywhere. Sorry if my energy isn't all the way there. I still am dealing with those headaches and stuff. So okay, let's see. Choices, stress, nostalgia. Okay, I see at the center of everything is his need to do something. His need to do something. His need to the Pentacles is all about the, he's the knight. It's all about going out, going for it. I believe that that's what he's doing. Also, it shows that, because we all know that George Webb is in his name, that, he's hiding behind a shield. So he's trying to protect himself, but he's going out and trying to physically connect the dots. Also, on his mind, he's a little stressed out. He's a little stressed out. He is a little overwhelmed. His choices, some of his choices that he's made I don't know if it's in regards to his decisions of what he's done or what he's doing. These secrets, I see the moon up here. I don't know if you can, let me try to, I might go in and out. The moon up here, you know, this little moon that's illuminating and, you know, bringing them forth. The choices that he's made. He's being watched. He's being watched. He also needs to be careful with any women he meets. George, if you're listening, be careful with any women that you meet. You're being watched, and be careful with, like you've already talked about how they like to set people up and with the sex and all that. You know, just keep your mind, you know, keep that in the back of your mind. Don't let them set you up, because you are being watched. And also, you know, really think about your choices before you go and make them, because I think that could be your downfall. Be careful of, could be trouble. There's a woman. Be careful of any women that you meet right now. Any women. Be careful, and do not get into any type of, I don't know if you're married or not. If you aren't, or if you are, don't have an extramarital affair. If you aren't, really be careful. Don't have any sexual partners around this time. I know it's hard, but it's coming up twice in here. It's so, you know, it's going to impede on your decision making and where you go, because this is the Seven of Swords. I believe that this intimate relationship will deceive you. You know, there's this person still, they're watching you. They're watching you. They have someone acting like they're benign, like some innocent doe, like someone that wouldn't be hostile, someone that you wouldn't feel intimidated by, someone that you feel that doesn't, you know, someone that you wouldn't be intimidated by, someone that seems harmless. They're watching you. So they're watching you in close proximity. So be careful. And also, it's a plan to set you up in some type of sexual type deviancy or something. So be careful. Look at the devil watching on. So they're waiting for you to get comfortable. They're waiting for you to get comfortable to come after you. They're ready for you. They're waiting to get comfortable. Really, really be careful about any type of sexual intercourse you have, any type of sexting, anything like that. Just be careful of that. Also, because you're going to get, there's also, you are worried about betrayal, and it's on the horizon. So have your mind up. Have it on your top of your mind, because I see there's someone close to you still. There's a snake. I don't know if that's a snake right there, but that's the first thing I looked. That's a candle, but for me it just looked like a snake. There's someone closer to you that's a snake, that's, you know, in close proximity to you, that may be giving you aid in some way, shape, or form. Maybe giving you aid or encouraging you. In your ear. He's like in your ear. So be careful of that deception. Be careful of that deception. You might be having some issues right now. You're real stressed out. You might be having some issues right now, some confusion. Be careful. There might be some confusion going on with you. Let's see. I also see something in your past is what's pushing you forward in this endeavor. Something in your path has pushing you forward to do this. It has to do with maybe your children or somebody's children. It's something that you look back on, that you're maybe wishing that, I wish I was able to do something then, I'm able to do it now. You know, kind of that nostalgia, you know. I wasn't able to do it back then, maybe because my children were small, or something like that. But you're thinking of the past, and that's what's pushing you. Something from your past is what's pushing you, what's giving you your strength and your endurance and your perseverance to move on. You're trying to shield yourself as much as possible, but it's really not working. They already know who you are, so you know there's not much shield you can do. The Seven of Pentacles is someone is trying to cut you off. Someone is trying to cut your ability. Someone's trying to cut off your growth. Be careful too. Someone's going to try to cut off your growth, your abundance, someone that's hidden. Someone's hidden, and they're trying to cut off your growth. Be careful too. I believe this person, I think a lot of people think I'm crazy, but I believe this person is in the magical realm. This not in the realm, but you know, this person does provide magic. Be careful that this person doesn't you know, to me magic is also like medicine, herbs, stuff like that. This person is. Be careful that, because I'm seeing a drink over here too. Be careful that you don't get poisoned too. That's what's coming to my mind. Is be careful that who you drink with, you eat with, stuff like that. Be careful, because I can see that in play too. Where they might put something in your drink, your food, something like that. And that's like in the present. That's what you're looking for. That's what you're looking to right now. So someone's actively, be careful, because this is what they did to Roger Stone. They did poison Roger Stone. And what's funny is because I didn't really believe it until I did the reading. I thought maybe, yeah, right. But yeah, they did. They did poison Roger Stone. So, you know, the Seven of Pentacles is taken away. So not only they're trying to take away your abundance, your growth. They don't want you to grow any bigger. They want to take away your abundance, your ability to move around, and stuff like that. And be careful that you don't get poisoned. I have a feeling that someone's actively poisoning you. There's a King of Pentacles, a Wand, and a Queen of Cups. I want to say, funny enough, George Webb, that I think Trump is watching your videos or knows about you. Every time I see the King of Pentacles in any of these readings, I always think of Trump. He knows, and there's his foot, you know, from his reading. One foot in and one foot, you know, he has two different foots. And he is... he's watching you. He's hoping that, you know, he's like, yes, he's encouraging you from his own way, you know. He's trying to hold back as much, you know, as much people that he can from coming after you. Because, you know, he's not having that much control, you know, there. But he's watching you. He's really, really watching you. And he might even be giving someone information that you don't know, but it's actually from Trump. Or someone that you know is actively feeding your information that you're getting to Trump. So Trump knows what you're doing, and he's encouraging it. Funny enough is that this came up in Trump's reading, the Ace of Wands is movement, because he wants some movement. He wants some movement in regards to this Queen of Cups. And this Queen of Cups is Hillary. And watch it, because I think Hillary is doing magic too. And everybody thinks I'm crazy, so everybody's going to start doing their thumbs down. I don't care. Unfollow. Doesn't bother me. You know, you want a bunch of yes, Hillary's wonderful people. There's 101 psychics and tarot readers for that. I think she's the spawn. I think you're bringing out her secrets to life. I think she's done some rituals in regards to you. Or she's the one who wants you poisoned. Because I see this, she's in a robe like this person is, and she's like a high, you know, her robe is like a high priestess. She's very cold, very calculating. She will do anything to keep her secrets in check, because you're putting light on her secrets. You're putting light on your secrets. I think Trump is really watching what you're doing. There's someone also that's in your friends or whatever, or someone is watching your videos and reporting to Trump what's going on. And you might be getting sometimes you might get even unexpected help, you know, or some things that just come to you, or some information. You're like, well, wow, that, you know, that came to me. That put me in a different, like how you say that a lot of people not crowdfund you, but give you information and stuff. One of them people has close ties to Trump. So they are probably leaking you information that they can't go and do themselves. And he's trying to protect you as much as possible. But, you know, he has people, you know, he's kind of stuck in some ways. But, you know, remember with his reading that, you know, the rod, he wanted movement. He wants movement. He's waiting for movement. He's hoping that your information, that the stuff that he's getting told, what you're doing, will help provide movement and expose her. She's willing to do whatever she has to do to keep things quiet. Be very careful. And if you look at this. There she is. This is Hillary. This is the Seven of Pentacles, which is like a financial loss, a job loss. Also, I said I feel like they're trying to cut you off from your support system. I feel also there might be some poisoning going your way. So if anybody that knows George Webb, and please tell him to be careful, because I think they're going to try to do what they did on him as what they did to Roger Stone. There's some type of poisoning going, and make sure he's careful with any type of relationship with women. Right now, they're trying to set him up. They're actively trying to set him up, and he's constantly being watched and monitored, and they're waiting for him to mess up. So something, you know, he has a passion. This is like, you know, he's going forth. He made his decision. I think be careful, because he's having some kind of, something's going on with his mind. I don't know. He's feeling some deception. So, you know, maybe somebody's deception somehow. But he's also, I'm seeing the clouds. So there's some confusion. There's some confusion going on. Hopefully they haven't started the poisoning process yet. So if he has like some type of confusion, or if he's forgetting things, or if things don't feel right, be careful. I wouldn't go out to eat. I know you're out of town. I would go get you some food from the grocery store, get you a crock pot in your hotel, and make you something to eat. Because she's actively after you. The higher ups, even though you might, I don't know how many followers you have now. Probably last time I checked, you had like 20-some thousand. The two most powerful people, well, they're not powerful. We all know that there's, you know, more powerful people, but the ones that's in the major eye, Trump and Hillary, both know about you. Um, and be careful of your choices. Your choices will come back to haunt you. So really, focus your choices. You are being watched. There's someone that's real close to you, that's a betrayer, that's probably giving you information or advice, and he's trying to confuse you or whatever. He's trying to get you. Be careful of him. There's also someone that seems like they're not very, they're not, intimidating. They're probably really timid personality. Would think they could hurt a fly, but they're purposely to watch you, to catch you, to watch you, to catch you before they bring in this predator to try to take you down. Be careful you don't get drugged, drugged. All right. I want to see something about your. See anything else? Any advice? Queen of Pentacles. I don't know if you have a wife. Three of Swords. Some wife. Work together. A woman. I'm thinking this is your wife or your ex-wife. There's a lot of heartbreak there. I don't know if this is a lot of the reasons that you push. Maybe that's part of your nostalgia from back when you think about, things that, whatever's that's pushing you ahead now. I can see a lot of heartbreak that your wife of yours, it seems like you're doing this because of something in the past, this relationship, your family, the heartbreak. That's what's pushing you forward. That's what's pushing you forward. That's what's pushing you forward. And it looks like a woman and two men are, they're encouraging you from the sidelines. I don't know if it's your children, your wife, your ex-wife, but they're giving you encouragement for the sidelines. All right, that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Yeah, you're on your passion, you're going forth. Just be careful. You're like a dog with a bone. There's going to be a light shined on this other woman. A Queen of Wands. Be careful. This is Queen of Wands. Be careful. Be careful of any sexual relationships that you have at this point. If you're married, do not have extramarital affairs. Not everything that glitters is gold. If you're not married, don't get any relationships. Don't have any sexual relationships. This woman she's like a fire. She's like, no, she's not a good person. All right, talk to you later. Bye.